Dao De Jing Chapter 44. The value of life over fame and wealth, which is closer to you. Fame or life? Which is more precious, life or wealth? Which brings greater harm, gain or loss? Excessive love for fame and profit will inevitably cost you more. Excessive accumulation of wealth will result in even greater losses. Therefore, knowing contentment prevents humiliation. Knowing when to stop prevents danger. By doing so, one can maintain lasting peace. Key thoughts and philosophical insight. 1. Fame vs. life. A reflection on priorities. Laozi begins by questioning the relative value of fame and life. He reminds us that life itself is far more precious than fame, as fame can be fleeting and illusory, while life is the foundation of all experience. In the quest for recognition or status, we can lose sight of the deeper value of our existence. Laozi is urging us to recognize the importance of prioritizing what truly sustains us, our life, over the transient desires for external validation or fame. 2. Wealth vs. life. The illusion of material gain. Laozi further extends this idea by contrasting life with wealth. Wealth, though often sought after, cannot compare to the intrinsic value of life itself. Accumulating wealth at the expense of health, relationships, or inner peace is ultimately a misguided pursuit. Laozi teaches that the excessive accumulation of material wealth often leads to greater loss, not just material loss, but also the loss of balance, well-being, and peace of mind. 3. The harm of excess, the danger of greed and attachment. The chapter highlights that the more one becomes attached to external achievements, whether it be fame or wealth, the greater the harm one faces. Excessive love for fame can result in anxiety, competition, and conflict. Similarly, the unrelenting pursuit of wealth can lead to insecurity and even corruption. Laozi is emphasizing that when we prioritize excess, we risk losing what truly matters: our peace, our health, and our relationships. 4. The wisdom of contentment and moderation. In contrast to the dangers of excess, Laozi advocates for the wisdom of contentment and knowing when to stop. He emphasizes that contentment is key to avoiding the pitfalls of arrogance, frustration, or failure. When we are content with what we have, we free ourselves from the constant cycle of craving more. Knowing when to stop, whether it is in the pursuit of wealth, fame, or even personal achievement, creates a path of safety and balance. Moderation, then, is presented as the way to maintain harmony and avoid unnecessary risks. How Chapter 44 offers modern wisdom. In today's world, where the pursuit of fame and wealth often dominates societal values, this chapter offers a profound reminder to question the true cost of these desires. Fame, wealth, and external validation can be intoxicating, but they come at the expense of inner peace and personal well-being. Laozi teaches that the pursuit of these things should not overshadow the most valuable aspects of life: health, relationships, and contentment. In leadership and personal development, this chapter advocates for a balanced approach. Rather than chasing after external rewards or attempting to prove one's worth through material gain, the focus should be on cultivating inner contentment and knowing when to step back. True success and fulfillment come from being at peace with oneself and knowing the right time to pause. In a modern context, the principle of moderation can be applied to both personal finances and ambitions. Overextending oneself in the pursuit of wealth or status often leads to burnout, stress, and unfulfilled goals. By practicing moderation and being content with what one has, it is possible to preserve long-term well-being and peace of mind. Chapter 44 teaches that life is more precious than fame and wealth, and that excessive attachment to these external pursuits can lead to harm and loss. Laozi advocates for the wisdom of contentment and moderation, suggesting that knowing when to stop is key to avoiding danger and maintaining peace. By learning to be content with what we have and avoiding the temptations of excess, we can preserve our health, relationships, and inner harmony, leading to lasting peace and fulfillment.